Good day. Our topic is about solving problems on business and consumer loans, specifically on the amortization and mortgage. Before I will proceed to the discussion of problem solving, I will be going to introduce to you first some definition of terms that we might find useful in understanding our problem examples later on. By the way, what is meant by amortization or amortization method? Amortization method is a method of paying a loan, principal and interest on installment basis, usually of equal amounts at regular intervals. What are these regular intervals? Regular intervals can be monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. So it will be depends on the terms and conditions that will be made between the lender, the mortgagee, and borrower, the mortgagor. Next, we also have the term mortgage. Mortgage is a business loan or consumer loan that is secured by a collateral and that the borrower is obliged to pay at specified terms. When we say collateral, it is an asset that can secure a loan. If the borrower cannot pay the loan, the lender has the right to the collateral. So the most common collaterals are real estate property. For business loan or chattel mortgage, equipment, furniture, and vehicles, commonly called as movable properties, may also be used as collaterals. So usually, the loan is secured by the property both. For example, if a house and a lot is purchased, the purchased house and lot will be used as mortgage property or as collateral. During the term of the loan, the mortgagor, the borrower in the mortgage, still has the right to possess and use the mortgage property. So in the event that the mortgagor does not make regular payments on the mortgage, the mortgagee or the lender in a mortgage can repossess the mortgage property. Then we also have the term outstanding balance. What is this outstanding balance? Outstanding balance is any remaining debt that we have at specified time. In short, this is our current balance or the total unpaid amount that we have. So that's all about some important terms that we need to know about this topic. So let's now proceed to the problem solving example number 1. If a house is sold for 3 million pesos and the bank requires 20% down payment, find the amount of the mortgage. So in here, what is asked in our problem? So we're asked to find the amount of the mortgage, or in other words, that is the amount of the loan. So in solving this problem, we need to know what are the formula. So there are only two formulas that we can use in this problem. The down payment, which is equals to the down payment rate times the cash price. The other one is the amount of the loan in which what we are looking for, which is equals to the cash price minus a down payment. Since we already have that formula, the next step that we are going to do is to look what are the given. So if we're going to look back on our problem, we can find that 3 million pesos there. The 3 million pesos is our cash price. Then we have also that 20%. 20% is our down payment rate. So if we're going to convert that in decimal, that is zero point 0.2. So since we already have that given, the next step that we are going to do is to solve the problem. And we are going to use this formula that we have a while ago. So we have the first one, which is a down payment, which is equals to down payment rate times the cash price. We all know that our down payment rate based on our given is 0.2. And if we're going to multiply it with the cash price, which also can be found in our given, the result is equals to 600,000 pesos. Then the next will be the amount of the loan, which is equals to the cash price minus the down payment. So we already know that our cash price is 3 million pesos minus the down payment that we had solved a while ago, which is equals to 600,000 pesos. The result is equals to 2,400,000 pesos. Now, let's proceed to example number 2. Mrs. C borrowed some money from a bank that offers an interest rate of 12% compounded monthly. Her monthly amortization for 5 years is 11,122 pesos and 22 cents. So how much is the outstanding balance after the 12th payment? So what is required in our problem? So the required in our problem is to find how much is the outstanding balance after the 12th payment. So after identifying what is required in our problem, then we need to know what is the formula. So the formula in solving for the outstanding balance is BK is equals to R times 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus J to the power of the quantity of N minus K all over J. Since we already have that formula, so the next step that we are going to do is to look for what are the given. So as we're going to look back on our problem, we have that 12% there, which is our annual rate of interest, or in other words, that is our nominal rate. In symbol, that is I to the power of M. Since it is monthly, so that's why there is 12 there. Okay, and that is equals to 12%. So in decimal, that is 0.12. Next, we have the term there, compounded monthly. And that is the number of conversion periods in 1 year, or we call it as the frequency of conversion. In symbol, that is letter M. We all know that in a year, there are 12 months. Next, we have that 5 years, which is our time or term. Then we have also that 11,122 pesos and 22 cents as our regular payment. And the symbol for that is capital R. Next, we have also that 12th payment. And in symbol, that is letter K, which is the number of payments paid. So those are the given that we are going to use in solving our problem later on, and we are going to substitute that in our formula. Since we already have all the given, so the next thing that we are going to do is to solve the problem. But if we are going to look back on our formula, there are still some symbols there that we cannot find in our given. One of it is the letter J. But we all know that J is already discussed in our previous discussion, and that is the equivalent interest rate per payment interval, and that is its formula. So what we are going to do here is just to substitute its corresponding values. We all know that I to the power of 12, or our nominal rate, is equals to 0.12. And we all know that our M is equals to 12. Solving for it, if we're going to divide that two numbers, the result is equals to 0.01. Next, we have also that symbol which is letter N, and that is its formula. So, substituting its corresponding value for letter T, which is the time, that is 5, times the K, which is the number of payments paid, the result is equals to 60. We also have that symbol which is N minus K, which is Rn is equals to that 60 that we have minus the number of payments paid, which is equals to 12. The answer is equals to 48. So now, since we already have that values, so the next thing that we're going to do is to use our formula. So we are now going to substitute it. So for our letter R, we have that value which is 11,122 pesos and 22 cents times the quantity of 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus j. We all know that our j is 0.01, close parenthesis, then to the power of negative n, which is our 60, minus the k, which is the number of payments paid, which is equals to 12, then close parenthesis, all over rj, which is 0.01, then close bracket. So next step, we're just going to copy that r, and we are going to solve what is there in the parentheses. So as a result, we're just going to copy that 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus 0.01 is equals to 1.01. Then we are going to copy the negative 1. Then 60 minus 12 is equals to 48. All over 0.01, then close bracket. So solving this one, we need to solve first what are there in the parentheses first. So we have 1.01 to the power of negative 48. The result is equals to 0.62026040505625. Then we are going to keep that answer. Then that one there, 1 minus the answer that we have before, which is 0.62026040505625. The result for that, if we're going to subtract, is 0.3797395949348. So this answer then, we're going to divide it by 0.01. So the result is equals to 37.97395949,348. These answers will be multiplied with the R, which is 11,122 pesos and 22 cents. The result is equals to 422,354 pesos and 73 cents. So this is all about our topic on solving problems on business loan and consumer loan, specifically on the amortization and mortgage. Thank you for listening.